Indian economic updates. India, the world's second-largest steel producer and consumer, faces dumping risks after the US proposed a 25% tariff on steel imports. This move is expected to slash Indian steel exports to the US by 85%, redirecting surplus steel to India and threatening domestic manufacturers with market distortions and price crashes. The US accounts for only 1 to 2% of India's steel exports, with over half going to Europe, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia. Increased Chinese steel outflows could heighten competition in these regions. India imported 6.5 million tons of steel between April and November FY25, while exports stood at 3.2 million tons. Domestic demand has consumed 90% of output in recent years. As of mid-February, net direct tax collections stood at 17.8 lakh rupees crore, marking a 14.7% rise from last year, official data showed. This growth was driven by a strong 20.9% surge in non-corporate tax collections, which reached 19.4 lakh rupees crore, contributing over 50% of total direct taxes. Non-corporate taxes include levies from individuals, Hindu undivided family, firms, and entities. Corporate tax collections rose by 6.1% to 7.8 lakh rupees crore. Securities transaction tax surged 65.05% to 49,201 crore rupees, boosted by a strong stock market. Gross direct tax collections, before refunds, increased 19.1% to 21.9 lakh rupees crore. The centre aims for 38.53 lakh rupees crore in FY25 gross tax revenue. The import duty waiver on life-saving and rare disease drugs announced in the Union Budget will not significantly benefit most patients due to patent monopolies preventing generic production, activists say. They urge action against monopolies and call for allowing Indian manufacturers to produce generics, which could cut prices by over 99%. Activists also demand GST exemption on domestically available drugs. While the duty waiver applies to expensive cancer and rare disease drugs, it does not address the core issue of high prices. Risdiplam, used for spinal muscular atrophy, is included in the waiver but remains costly. Activists stress that a 12% GST exemption would be more impactful. Despite appeals to ministries and the Supreme Court, GST relief remains pending. Adani Power may resume full electricity supply to Bangladesh as the country clears its dues, which have dropped from $1 billion in August 2024 to $700 million. Adani had halved power supply on 31st October due to payment delays linked to Bangladesh's forex shortage. In December, the Bangladesh Power Development Board (BPDB) also requested reduced supply, citing lower winter demand. Bangladesh is now paying Adani $85 million monthly. Adani supplies 1,600 megawatts from its Godda, Jharkhand plant under a 25-year PPA signed in 2015, covering 10% of Bangladesh's power needs. The plant relies on imported coal with a fuel cost pass-through, while 84% of Adani's 7.1 gigawatts capacity has assured fuel supply.